Welcome back to Kalispell Warhawks football, everybody. My name is MrHurriicane, and today in Week 9, the Warhawks continue this road trip against the San Jose State Spartans. In today's matchup, we have two offenses that don't score a lot, and two defenses that allow a lot of points. We'll see what gives in this matchup between two two-win teams as the Warhawks continue their inaugural season. We are underway here in San Jose, and back deep is Jay Page today, filling in for the injured Troy Evans. Page finds a lane, he's outside the numbers across the 40, and Jay Page takes this into Spartan territory. How about that? So it is the backup safety, Jay Page, returning as Troy Evans' season was ended last week with an abdominal tear. Offense takes over. Excellent field position. Here is Marquise Walker in the shotgun. Albert Green to his left. And Walker will keep it here following a block of Everett Whitfield. Walker picks up 9 yards. Walker has 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing scores on the season. Second down and 1. They sweep this time. Albert Green is met immediately, but he does fall ahead for a first down. Wayne McLeod is the third receiver in the place of Troy Evans. Here's Walker, outside, open, Rashawn Brooks to the 20. And here are the Warhawks quickly driving down the field. There is a 17-yard completion. They send Fletcher in motion. And we have some triple option. Walker out to the right and met. Good angle taken there by the cornerback as only 3 yards are picked up. The crowd getting into it here on third down. Brooks the motion man. Good pocket for Walker. He throws outside. There's Rashawn Brooks. Touchdown, Kalispell. How about this throw from Marquise Walker? A laser to the outside. Perfect accuracy. And the Warhawks quickly storm out to a 7-0 lead. Now we'll see how the defense handles San Jose State as they get to work in the air. Potter down the middle. This is complete as they pick up 9 yards. Neither offense scores a lot, so we'll see if Kalispell getting out to an early start is a big boost as Potter is met by Marcus Calhoun. Good heads-up play, and that's a loss of 2, setting up 3rd and 3. And here comes a blitz from Kalispell, picked up, and a completion down the middle to Crawley as they get 9 yards and move the chains. Out across their own 40-yard line here in the shotgun. Inside handoff and some running room for Thomas Tucker, who picks up 10 yards and they move the sticks on back-to-back plays. Kalispell keeping a safety in the box as Potter will throw it. There's pressure, he evades it and finds the open man downfield. That is Freeman inside the 15. 37 yards for Billy Freeman. Potter came close to missing Freeman here as he was able to buy some time to make that throw. Now the Spartans are in the red zone. Fake from Potter. From the pocket, a laser almost picked off. Cam Davenport, who had the pick 6 last week, almost took this one away in the end zone. Can they keep San Jose State off the board? It's 3rd and 10, and there's a screen. Caught by Tucker, defenders out there. Good defense by Lewis Towns. Playing heads up there against the screen, they hold the Spartans to a field goal try. 7-3 Kalispell, and we'll see if their offense can work as quickly as they did the first time around. This is Albert Green, and he only picks up a couple. Green making his 2nd start of the season this week, now a 3rd and 9. Here's Walker, inside rush, no chance. Walker loses 8, and he is sacked by Keenan Sykes. Spartans get the interior pass rush, and that is it for this possession. This time it's the Spartans with great field position here from the Kalispell 45. Potter, plenty of time. He floats it outside. He's picked off. That is Otis Frazier. He turns upfield. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Potter whiffs. Touchdown, Kalispell. A pick 6 for Otis Frazier just sitting in the flats. Potter thought he could float it out there, and he pays the big price. We have a quick studio update now, a big one, as number 1 Clemson is defeated. Their first loss on the year at the hands of Pittsburgh. Big win there for unranked Pitt. Now back to San Jose, 11-point game. Quick screen, Crawley wrapped up by Blaine Barnett for no gain. Spartans trying to convert a 3rd and short. Here's Kenny Potter. Blitz picked up, and he throws down the middle to Johnson, and that'll move the sticks. Back to around midfield now as they come out in the I formation. Potter throwing again, the rush is there. Dump off, no problem. Good defense by Kalispell. There's Stevie Nicholas. Motion the tight end left to right. And on third down, Kenny Potter dumps it off to Billy Freeman. He's got the first down and into Kalispell territory. That is good for 14 yards. Kalispell not exactly well equipped to cover those tight ends. Now to end the first quarter, play fake and wide open is Oliver. Big trouble for Kalispell. Touchdown. 37 yards. I just talked about their struggles against the tight end. They've now allowed 96 yards to tight ends in the first quarter. 14-10, Kalispell on top as the offense takes the field again. Here's Walker slinging it down the middle. Good catch there for Wayne McLeod, who will certainly see a lot more opportunities now with the injury to Troy Evans. Fletcher wide, McLeod in the slot. Here is Walker. Good pickup by Green as the check down is to Whitfield. And I think he helicoptered his way to a first down. Indeed he did. Now they put McLeod on the right side. Here is Walker again to the air. Check down, there's Green, but he doesn't have much room to work with. Gain of 2 and now third down Kalispell. Now they bring in Tyler Adams and Sammy Hawthorne. Hawthorne stays in. Walker outside. There's a catch for Antoine Fletcher and a big conversion of 13 yards. Those are the catches the Warhawks need to make. Green back in the game and now back to read option as Walker goes down. They lose 3. Excellent job by Chandler Hawkins. Back in the game is Sammy Hawthorne, and Walker fakes to him. He's tripping but stays on his feet. Nowhere to go, and he has to throw this away. Lucky he didn't take a sack there and make it an impossible third down. Still a tough spot. These third and longs were their issue last week. Here's 3rd and 13. Walker on target. Antoine Fletcher for 27 yards. What a throw into tight coverage. Fletcher comes up big again. Back in the red zone, there's the flip out to Green. Can't spin out the corner who spins him down. And it's a pickup of 2. Green not finding much room today. Now 2 backs in the game. Walker with time. He's going end zone for Rashawn Brooks. Touchdown part 2. We've seen some miraculous throws by Walker today. Just take a look at his 2 touchdown throws and his previous throw to Antoine Fletcher. Kalispell up here 11 points. And my question now is, can the defense close out this first half better than they have been? Well, here is a poor start as Tucker breaks a tackle and redirects for a first down. But Kalispell's been allowing way too many points before the half, and here's another chance to protect the lead. This goes down the middle 9 yards here to Tyler Winston. 2 tight ends in the game. As Potter tosses this out, Tucker looking for the edge, he's got it. Up the numbers to the 20. Tucker brought down after a 42-yard dash. It's another spot where Kalispell gets into trouble not protecting the edge. This happens mainly when they're in man coverage. 2:20 to go in the first half. Potter gives to Roberson, and now they play good defense here on the outside. Loss of 1. Jeremiah Grant on the stop. 3rd down and 11. Here's Kenny Potter. He goes short to Hartley, who weaves his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. I thought they'd have him, but it was too fast for Marcus Calhoun, and TJ Garner took a bad angle. It's 21-17. Now we'll see if the Kalispell offense can answer as Whitfield shakes a tackler and picks up 8 yards. Still plenty of time and all 3 timeouts, so we'll see if they can get things started as Green gets the inside give, and he doesn't get much, but he gets enough. Getting more speed on the field. 4 receivers, trips right. Walker, he's taking a shot downfield, but underthrew Tyler Adams, and it's nearly intercepted. If he had the arm strength you look for, that's a touchdown. That's just not Marquise Walker's game. 3rd and 8 against a 3-man rush. Walker escapes, but he runs out of room and only picks up 6. Kalispell comes up short. Once again this week, Kalispell is making the big plays, and they have a 21-17 lead as we've reached halftime. We are about to jump into the second half, but first for you Road to Glory fans, if you haven't checked it out already over on my second channel, the Michael Tate outside linebacker Road to Glory is now complete, and you can watch all 56 episodes and all 4 seasons of his college career over there now. That channel is MrHurriicane LP, it is linked down below in the description. Alright, back to San Jose. We've had ourselves a pretty good game here again this week as Kalispell is in search of their 3rd victory this season. On defense here to open the half as Tucker breaks the tackle and breaks out across the 40 for another solid run. If they can get to the edge, that's where they really exploit this defense. Here is Roberson up the middle as he picks up only 2. Roberson the back still as Winston comes in motion. Now Potter will throw. Open short. There's Holmes. First down. Spartans to the Kalispell 45. Kalispell adjusting their defense as Tucker runs the stretch. And he gets crushed by Jeremiah Grant. What a hit. Stacking the box on 3rd down. Here's Potter. He'll throw it. Open again. Holmes is there. First down. Kalispell seems to be always 1 or 2 steps away on these throws. Another give to Tucker off tackle. That's a first down as he runs through Blaine Barnett. 9 yards there. The Spartans are marching down the field as Potter will throw again. End zone open! Touchdown Billy Freeman. And the Spartans have jumped out to their first lead on the day. Consistently covering tight ends is one of their primary weaknesses. Potter came into this game with 6 touchdown passes. He now has 3 today as the Spartans pull ahead. Kalispell looking to answer now as they come out in the monster formation, and Walker didn't get it away in time. You have to be quick in that kind of look. Now back to a more standard look. Walker, good throw as McLeod reaches out for it. There's 15, and now 3rd and short. Have to get to their own 29. Walker zips it outside and is knocked away by Dakari Monroe. And the Spartans now generating some momentum, get it back. Bring a safety down, that's Garner as the throw is down the middle and Holmes makes the catch. Kalispell just not able to contest many of these passes. Here's a big 3rd down, a short drop back, and Winston's got it. Calhoun had a chance, and he came up empty trying to bat it down. Take another look. Those are the plays you just can't afford to miss. That allows the Spartans to continue. Potter, he's in trouble and wrecked up. Sacked by Blake Barrett for a loss of 3. Can they get off the field this time? It's a blitz and they have the screen dialed up. There's Tucker turning upfield, picking up the big block. And he gets the first down. Thomas Tucker, one of the biggest playmakers today for San Jose State. Here he is again, delayed and finds a lane, sheds a tackle. Tucker all the way inside the 20, 19 here. 138 on the ground, almost 10 a carry for him. Kalispell with no answers. 1st and 10. And here's another blitz and another screen. It's Roberson getting the block on Calhoun. He sprints into the end zone for another Spartan score. This puts them up by 10. Kalispell's defense has been letting them down and the offense has been silent in this second half. Need to get something here as Walker finds Whitfield and they pick up 7. 3rd quarter winding down. Here in the shotgun we have some option. Following Whitfield, Walker cuts it up the middle and picks up 11 yards to move the chains. And that will take this to the 4th quarter. The Spartans took over in the 3rd, and we'll see if Kalispell has any answers left. Single high safety. Here's Walker. Big blitz. Gets it away. Caught by Fletcher. And that's an 8-yard pickup shy of the first down. A lot of good throws in this game from Walker. Now he gives to Green, who finds a small crease and gets enough to move the chains. They're in Spartan territory at around the 40-yard line. Another blitz. Walker gets crushed, and that is incomplete. 3rd and 10 for Kalispell. 4 receivers in the game along with Hawthorne. Walker well protected, and Brooks has it knocked away. He got pummeled on the hit coming across the middle. There's another look, but the offense is not going anywhere. 4th and 10. Here's Kalispell rolling the dice. Walker to Adams. He's got it. Great catch in traffic and the Warhawks will keep driving. Give a lot of credit to these receivers today. Walker throwing again. Adams has another one. Breaks a tackle and is down to the 10. Two big plays back-to-back here for Tyler Adams, who lost some of his playing time and is making a case for that to return. On first down, we got some inverted veer. Walker gets a block and is crushed at about the 4-yard line. Empty shotgun. Here comes McLeod. Jet sweep. And spun down around the 2-yard line, 3rd and 1. They're going to stay empty and try to spread this defense out. Walker, 3rd and 1. Pressure and picked off in the end zone. 2 receivers in the area and 2 defenders in his face from both edges. And that'll introduce the question of why didn't they run it down here? They tried a jet sweep. Why didn't they hand it off on 3rd and 1? 10-point game it remains as San Jose State takes over. That's well defended. Jeremiah Grant in the backfield. After a loss of 5, good chance to get the offense back out there. Another screen. Tucker has it. Not as much room, however, as he goes down. Garner on the tackle, and the Warhawks will get the football. So they have the same deficit now, but at their own 32-yard line. Walker in trouble. He goes down. Holding on to the football too long, loss of 8. Sykes now with 3 sacks on the day. 2nd and 18. Walker sprints outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Sailing and nearly intercepted, looking for Wayne McLeod. 3 receivers stacked left. 3rd and 18. Pressure in his face and knocked away from Tyler Adams. It's 4th and 18. Kalispell just keeps the offense out there with 3.5 to go. Walker again in trouble, gets it away, caught by Fletcher but shy of the marker. Walker couldn't get enough strength behind that throw. The Spartans take over. They throw a quick screen, that was almost an interception, but they get it out to Winston. Spartans running clock, give Roberson. And fighting through contact, he's got the first down inside the 25. A lot of production today from these backs for San Jose State, and they give it off to Tucker again. He shoves away Garner and is dragged down after a 9-yard gain. About 1:30 left to go. 2nd down, Potter. He goes outside, open to Billy Freeman for a first down, and they'll just keep draining the clock. Kalispell using their timeouts as this goes off to Tucker. The edge is open. Touchdown, Spartans. This has been their half as they turn things around. Down 4 at the half, now up by 17. Now for a final studio update as we have a game between the next 2 opponents for Kalispell. Nevada knocks off UNLV. We'll see UNLV next week. 38-21, and they bring Austin Bradley into the game. And he is thrown down as the pressure has really picked up in this second half. 4 sacks now for Keenan Sykes. To the air on 2nd and forever. Again pressured and intercepted by McKnight. That will do it as the Spartans close this out. 38-21 is your final. A dominant showing in the second half after Kalispell had their number early on. They were just never able to regain control, and they didn't add any points in the second half. Of course, an interception in the end zone is not going to help. The offense only gets 2 touchdowns of their own, both going to Rashawn Brooks. And if you look at those 2 touchdown possessions in, isolation, you'd be surprised to see that offense couldn't score again because they had a couple really solid possessions. Walker made some of his best throws all season today, yet there wasn't a lot to show for it. Kalispell couldn't slow down Thomas Tucker or Billy Freeman, and on offense, they had a game where they had to rely on Marquise Walker's throwing because the running game wasn't generating very much, and they came up short. So we sim past the bye week now and into week 11, as we have some recruiting news this week. Decisions are being made, not ones that we're all going to like. Jamal Williams is committed now to Air Force. It was a close battle for a while, and they managed to convince him to commit prior to his scheduled visits. However, we got our main recruit on the board. J.R. Battle will be a Kalispell Warhawk. The pocket passer from Ohio is a great signing for our program. I do think with his arm that we can open up the passing game a lot more. Keep in mind he is strictly a pocket passer. We also got a wide receiver to commit this week, Justin McClellan, 5'10", 171 from Tennessee. He has decent speed, not the best acceleration, and he'll have to develop his skills as a receiver, but I think that after a couple years, he'll be ready to play. Two other players on the board here, John Wilson, a fullback, selected Wyoming, and cornerback Danny McMahon chose BYU. Here is the revised recruiting board, as there aren't as many higher rated prospects left, although we are still hoping to get at least one of the linebackers that are still on the board, Sean Robinson, Jerome Callahan. And then as we go down the list, Isaac Davis, who has been seeing more interest now from Michigan State. I think he's going to ultimately sign with them, and you have to know when to pull out of some of these races, and this is a situation where we have to just back off because it's basically done deal at this point. Isaac Davis is going to go to Michigan State. But I do have some new players on the recruiting board, starting with cornerback Chris Smith from Michigan, getting some interest from schools like Idaho. He's 6 foot 172. I think he's a good enough athlete. He has good quickness, hit power, his coverage is okay to start out. I think he would make a pretty good nickel corner. Then at outside linebacker, another one on this list now, James Watson, 6 foot 234 from Ohio. And he's kind of just pretty good at everything, not great at anything, but we'll take that combination with the state of our program. I'm always looking for skill players at various positions, and here is running back Josh Small from Arizona. He's another back that relies on elusiveness to generate yards. He has pretty good agility, but he also has 71 break tackles, so I don't think he's one-dimensional. At wide receiver, we're looking for some speed on this team. How about CJ Gibbs from Orlando, Florida? 6 foot 191, and he's got some wheels. Maybe takes a little bit longer than others to get to his top speed, but he has a pretty good high gear. Unfortunately, he's a raw receiver and his hands aren't very good right now. Let's take a look at our coordinators, as each has a new skill upgrade available. We'll start with Evan Newton, and we'll work on increasing the stamina and reducing injury risk for our players. And then defensively, focusing more on pass rush, trying to create disruption so we can get more turnovers, sacks, and incompletions. We're trying to build this defense right now from the inside out. In week 11, on the road again for the 4th straight week, Kalispell will take on UNLV, and then they'll return home for their last 2 games on the season against Utah State and then Nevada. So I was mixed up there. Nevada's not our second to last game. They are our final game of year 1. Meanwhile, UNLV is kind of in a tailspin right now. Lost 4 of 5, not scoring a lot of points. Maybe we can take advantage of that, come off this loss with a little bit extra energy, and maybe surprise UNLV in this last road game on the season. They have a pretty talented offense, so if we're to have a chance next week, we will have to match them with our offense, and they have to play a much more consistent game. On the stats this week, Marquise Walker is now our leading rusher, as we've obviously been using multiple backs and changed starters around. And then Rashawn Brooks, our first receiver to 300 yards, only took 9 weeks. Marcus Calhoun leads the team with 74 tackles. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching and supporting the series. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Those are very helpful. I appreciate it. Also, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any episodes. Check out my Michael Tate Road to Glory over on my second channel. And let me know down in the comments section, which of the new recruits do you think would be the best commit for Kalispell to get? Which of those 4 new recruits that are on the board now? I'll see you guys next time against UNLV. Have a great day.